CLSA has come out with a very interesting report as far as the entire cement universe is concerned. What they're doing is they've actually gone ahead and done a review of all of the companies they track in the cement universe in the quarter gone by. So now what they're saying is that Indian cement companies actually reported a sharp earnings recovery in the second quarter. They're saying that the industry demand was actually up in mid-single digits on a year-on-year basis, quite surprisingly. This was largely helped by the fact that rural recovery was way ahead of what the analysts on the street were anticipating. So according to them, 7 listed companies that they track indicated a 6% year-on-year volume increase and almost a 37% year-on-year increase as far as the profitability was concerned, although it was down 2% on a sequential basis. They believe that the demand outlook remains quite robust, and also what they're saying is that as far as demand trends are concerned, infra as well as urban too is seeing certain amount of pickup. Now rural demand is normalizing, but given the fact that infra as well as urban, the two other main pillars as far as cement demand is concerned, is something that is actually picking up. Now what they are saying, cost pressures or the input cost pressures in terms of power, fuel as well as freight, these are something that are rising, but what they are saying is that even though input cost pressures are there, they believe that strong pricing outlook as well as very disciplined pricing that most of the companies are actually following will actually lead to offset the entire input cost pressures. Going forward for FY21, they expect a 7% year-on-year volume decline and a 14% year-on-year Ebitda per ton increase for their coverage. Their top sectoral picks are ACC, Dalmia as well as Ultratech Cement. Now when they are talking about cost controls, most of the companies actually enjoyed significant cost controls. The cash cost per ton for the listed companies fell 7% on a year-on-year basis, and this is something again they believe is going forward could be offset by rising prices. They expect the FY21 Ebitda per ton to rise close to 14% for the covered companies as number one prices rise, and also a lot of the companies, especially looks like names like ACC and Ambuja, are enjoying significant cost benefits and significant cost efficiencies. Their topics, like we mentioned, was ACC, Dalmia and Ultratech Cement. The other important thing that they're saying is that demand commentary was constructive from most of the companies, with infrastructure and urban housing something that was lagging behind starting to pick up. Regionally, if you're looking at the entire space, demand in the west rebounded during the past 2 months, and government projects have picked up in Andhra Pradesh as well as Telangana. Labor availability has largely returned back to normal. Remember, in the first quarter, given the fact that a whole host of daily wage laborers went back to their hometowns, there was a significant crunch as far as labor was concerned for construction activities. Overall, a positive note, positive stance on the cement space from CLSA.